Hello, everybody. Whoa. So we're going to do a reading. Today, the theme of the reading is going to be, what do I need to forgive? Okay. Whether this is, oh no, I had to take my case off because it cracked. Show you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but it cracked like right where the camera's at. So my camera was really blurry within the last videos. So hopefully it stays sitting up. Anyways. Oh no. The theme of the reading is, what do I need to forgive? So again, whether that's something within yourself, whether you're comfortable with forgiving another person, we're gonna see. Hope you guys have been having a good day so far. I had some really intense dreams last night. I think that I'm being revealed certain things about certain people. Need to get them out of my life. Why is this card over here? Did I already shuffle these? I don't know. I don't feel like I did, but I could be wrong. Okay, so we're gonna start off. I am gonna be eating some kiwis in the background. Well, obviously you can see me, but I haven't really ate in the last few hours, so I need to eat some stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start with, this is the self-forgiveness oracle deck. So we're gonna start off with this just to kind of get like an idea of what it is that we need to forgive. So let's get, these are kind of weird to shuffle just because of like the material of the card. It's a little, I don't know what the material is. Maybe like suede. I don't know. So that's two, but I just want one. Okay, what do we need to forgive? Whether it's within ourselves, whether it's with other people. What is something that we need to forgive? It keeps giving us two, but I just want one. I might have to spread them out and pick one like that, because another two wanted to come out. That time it was three. Hell, it might have been four. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of go like this. I know you guys can't see me, but it's just gonna be so much better. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. All right, let's see. I forgive myself for feeling as though I should not have experiences that I only seem to benefit from. I choose to believe that when I give myself permission to independently explore my desires, I am able to return to my loved ones with renewed passion. I forgive myself for feeling as though I should not have experiences that only I seem to benefit from. I choose to believe that when I give myself permission to independently explore my desires, I am able to return to my loved ones with renewed passion. And then the archetype is the caregiver. and then purpose. And this is what they look like. Okay, so there's like this energy of selfishness, right? Feeling like you can't do something for yourself because, you know, you may feel like you have to provide for others, or, you know, have others, what do I want to say? Have others, I guess, benefit from, you know, your own experiences. So this could mean that maybe, you know, you want to do something nice for yourself, but instead of doing something for yourself, you do something for another person, right? Maybe you don't buy yourself things. You know, maybe you don't allow yourself to spend time with yourself. Maybe you feel like you have to give to others before you can give to you. So, okay, let's see. So what is the shadow aspect to this? What is the shadow aspect? What is the shadow aspect? I already have one, so we're going to get that one. The 10 of Sorrow, evacuation. The 10 of Sorrow. That one's been coming out a lot lately. You guys may feel very overwhelmed, okay? You may feel very overwhelmed with giving and giving and giving and giving. I'm getting this dynamic of, in order to feel loved by your caregivers, you felt like you had to do things for them in order for them to love you or accept you. And that kind of made you guys take a step back from yourself and, you know, again, just do and do and do and do for others. But also with that, it's like it's also used as an escape mechanism, okay? It's a coping mechanism. And a lot of the times when we have coping mechanisms, it ends up turning into an addiction, okay? So you may have some sort of addiction as well. Okay, what else? What else is a shadow aspect to this? The 8 of Rage, muzzled. Okay, so this may also... Sorry, you guys, I'm just... stomach is so heavy on my body. For some of you guys, you may not know how to speak up when it comes to your needs, okay? You know, to what you personally need for yourself. You may have been, wow, I don't even know. For some of you guys may have been abused for even trying to say what your needs were. Somebody may have enforced fear into you as well, okay? Fear of speaking up for yourself. I'm definitely seeing, this is a very intense reading, and it makes a lot of sense, you know, just because of what we are looking at. But for some of you guys, I don't know, very heavy abuse here. I'm definitely picking up very, very heavy abuse, because they're showing me somebody hitting somebody with a belt, okay? And it feels like a father figure. It doesn't have to be a man, you know, it could be a woman who embodies more of the masculine. But they're showing me like a father figure who is doing this. The Four of Rage, which is charcoal remains. So this was definitely something that was learned, okay, within the household. And obviously this is also something that still haunts you guys, okay? Which would make a lot of sense with having the Ten of Sorrow here as the very first card, because again, this is telling me that we're trying to escape from this pain, escape from this fear, rather than face it head on. And I know that that's scary too, you know, especially if you don't have the tools or you don't understand how to go about things. Okay, what else is another shadow aspect to this? And the Two of Sorrow, Fortress. For some of you guys, you may experience this like the same dynamic that you experienced in childhood. You may experience this in connections, precisely romantic connections, okay? These dynamics may play out to where you feel like you can't speak up for yourself, to where you feel like you can't express your needs. The other person may be abusive, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally. Now, the weird thing about it is that as adults, we tend to actually seek out these dynamics, okay? These same dynamics that we experienced in childhood, because it's something that we're very familiar with. And I know that it may not make sense, because it's like, well, why would I want to experience that, you know? But if you haven't really dug into that trauma and released that trauma from the body, you're going to keep going back to those same experiences until you actually do something about it. There's that Two of Rage, fire escape. You know, again, you may even try to get into relationships to escape this, but it's a pattern. It's something that has been embedded within you. We have the Five of Decay, which is left behind. For some of you guys, you may deal with abandonment issues as well. Some of you guys may feel like you're behind in life as well. You have Nine of Decay, alienation. You may feel very alone in relationships, okay? It's almost like this energy of there's just no hope. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get an overall message for these cards. Makes sense. We have the Hanged Man, which is sacrificial lamb. You may feel like you've had to sacrifice a lot in your life, okay? Again, in order to please people, to accommodate to other people. You may feel like you've lost a part of yourself. Queen of Swords. This may also have been a mother figure. Again, it can be both. It can be a father and a mother. It could be either one. Whoever you were dealing with whoever you were dealing with wasn't very loving. They weren't very emotional, okay? They were more logical. They may have been extremely strict as well. Very protective as well. Nine of Swords. For some of you guys, this started in the womb. I love the story in the Nine of Swords because I think it's like, I'll just read it to you guys. And it says, the Nine of Swords represents decision-making controlled by anxiety. The oracle at Delphi warns the king that his son will one day kill him. Had he not let his fears control him and raised his son in love instead of hate, the king's eventual death could have been avoided. So anxiety, terror, nightmares, obsession, and insomnia. So it's like that energy of, if this person would have raised you in love, right? If they knew how to emotionally regulate their own emotions, you know, and they taught you that, then you wouldn't be dealing with this, okay? You wouldn't be in the situations. You wouldn't be in situations that, you know, play out abandonment or abuse, manipulation. You know, you wouldn't be people pleasing had you been raised by somebody who knew how to teach you that. But a lot of the times our parents don't know, okay? They don't know because they weren't taught that. And it's not an excuse, you know, it's not an excuse for our parents. But when we're able to look at it from a different perspective, because we do have the Hangman here, when we're able to look at something differently, you know, it's easier for us to bring in forgiveness. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. You guys have been carrying this for too long, okay? This has been a burden for far too long. It's almost like other people are able to enjoy the sacrifices you've made and you haven't. Because you're just so busy in trying to please other people, to keep other people around. Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of you guys use relationships as an escape, as an escapism, okay, as a coping mechanism. You feel safer to be in a relationship, even though that relationship may be very, very, very abusive. You feel safer because it's almost like, well, this is better than nothing. Five of Wands, conflict and competition. Some of you guys may have felt like you've had to compete for people's love, okay? Especially family. But I think it's almost anybody that you have a close relationship. You may have felt like you've had to compete to keep them in your life, okay? Which causes a lot of conflict from within, a lot of chaos from within. Oof. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, yeah. This is a card of teamwork, okay, of coming together. It's like this energy of planning. I think that a lot of you guys may have issues truly working with another person, okay? Again, relationships are definitely your safe place. But once you're in that relationship, it's very hard for you to be a team player, okay? It's very hard for you to, I want to say, like, be on good terms, because a lot of trauma starts to come up for you, and I'm sure for the other person as well. You know, relationships are mirrors for us. They're here to teach us something, you know. Lord have mercy. King of Wands, visionary leader. This is giving me the energy of, you know, what are you wanting to create for yourself? You know, what are you creating for yourself? By allowing yourself to be in these dynamics, you know, you really have to look at yourself, and you have to be honest. And a lot of people don't want to do that because it's very hard to look at yourself and be like, well, I'm the problem. Okay. Yes, you may have learned all of this. You know, it's a pattern that needs to be broken. But we also have to be honest with ourselves and, you know, be like, you know what? I am the problem. I am the problem because I'm allowing for all of this to happen. I am the problem because I haven't actually truly done anything to heal or start my healing. You know, I've been using relationships to escape. Yeah. We have stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. We have emotional balance. So definitely some work needs to be done within the heart chakra. Okay, that's where that forgiveness comes in. I'm going to read that one out of the book too. But let me get one more. Look at that. Forgiveness. Letting go, healing, growth, and compassion. I think I'm actually going to read that one instead. So let's see. Oops, wrong book. Okay. It's time to let go of unresolved grief and blame towards yourself and others. When we cling to pain and grievance, we create blockages in our heart that dampen our energy and experience. Even if we believe we are justified in holding back forgiveness, in the end, we are the ones who suffer the most. And I also wanted to say, and I didn't want this to sound cruel, but your addiction may be also that you're addicted to feeling a certain way, okay? You're addicted to suffering. And I know it's like, well, who the fuck would want, you know, to be addicted to that kind of stuff? But again, you know, when you haven't let go of things, you do become addicted to feeling a certain way over and over and over and over again. Like a fragile wound, freshly cleaned, when we release old anger and resentment, we may at first feel raw and vulnerable. It is here in our vulnerability that we are wide open and sensitive enough to truly allow healing to begin. In this letting go, there is a strength and lightness of being that has the power to transform. This card is an invitation to allow the energy of forgiveness to move through you. If you have not had the chance to fully express your grief or anger, you may wish to write down your feelings, cry, or even yell if you need to. Express what comes up for you and then be willing to let it go. Whatever it is, it does not need to define who you are, nor does it deserve to burden your heart any longer. Look at what you have learned and how you have grown from your experience. See the situation, yourself and others with compassion and empathy. Recognize that we are all human and that mistakes actually lead to our growth and better understanding of each other. Look for the positive. Forgiveness does not mean that you agree with whatever has occurred. It just means that you choose to accept things as they are and realize that they are now in the past. Be grateful for the new understanding and perspective you have on things. Trust and allow all of life's imperfections, including your own, to be released into the breeze where they may spiral their way lightly back to the earth. Set yourself free through forgiveness. And that is so beautiful. And I'm going to read that emotional balance as well, okay? Our emotions are the creative engine of our experience. They are like the fiery steed that pulls the chariot of our life. If we want to know what we are creating or why things are showing up in our life the way they are, we must look first to the thoughts and feelings we generate on a daily basis. There is an ancient saying that says, energy flows where our attention goes. Where we turn our focus, emotions build and experience follows. It is time to consider this wisdom in the emotional balance of your life. Taking time, oh, this is perfect. Taking time to fill our cup on the inside creates a powerful, balanced foundation for all of our actions in the world. Likewise, when we bring our attention to creating order, peace, and balance in our external lives, this also facilitates harmony within. From the stable and balanced place, we find ourselves more equipped to respond to life's experiences and the emotions arising from them. See your emotions as a natural river, cleansing, filling, and flowing onward from the cup of life. Acknowledge and express your feelings. Don't let your feelings overwhelm you, but don't ignore them either. Don't allow them to build up inside to the point of bursting. Give yourself space to feel, express, and integrate the energy of your emotions as they flow through you. It is time to focus on cultivating emotional balance from within. Everything in life will fall harmoniously into place as a result. When your own cup is full and balanced, you will naturally have more to give and share with others, which is literally what this card is saying, right? I forgive myself for feeling as though I should not have experiences that I only seem to benefit from. I choose to believe that when I give myself permission to independently explore my desires, I am able to return to my loved ones with renewed passion. When you give to yourself first and foremost, you are able to give to others, and not from a place of depletion, but from a place of fullness. And this I actually want to get out. Hold on, you guys. Oh my God. It reminded me of this paper that I have. Gotta get it out. I got so many things. Hopefully I can find it. Please tell me. I have so many papers in here. I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I might not. Let me see. I have so many papers in here, it's not even funny. Interesting. Let me take this one out and let me see. Is this it? That's not it, but I think it's incredibly interesting that that one wanted to poke out. I actually had this paper out for a while. I don't think I have it out anymore, though. I think I ended up putting it back in here. These are the chakras. I think this up front is my past life. That is alchemy stuff. Yeah, this is my past life regression. Okay. That is not it, but I am going to read a little bit from here because, you know, there's a lot of grief here. And grief is for everything, right? It's not just, you know, for something that you lose physically. Okay, so it says, so I'm just going to give you guys identifications, okay, and what grieving and how okay, so overall tasks involved in grieving is A is to identify the loss, okay? B is to accept the reality of the loss. C is work through the pain and the grief of the loss. D is adjust to a world without the lost person or thing which you valued. And E is move forward in life, keeping positive memories but without the intense pain of the loss. The first step in grieving is write down the persons or things that you valued but have now lost. Okay. And then we're going to do identify the person or things that you valued but have now lost. Okay, so make a list. It could be loved ones, friends, prized possessions, jobs, etc. You know, anything which has value to you. Okay, and be as specific as possible. It can be emotional losses, financial losses, medical or physical losses, spiritual or moral losses, ability losses, hopes and dreams losses. Okay. Describe how the loss affected you emotionally. How did the loss make you feel? Did you feel angry, hurt, sad, hollow, empty, disturbed, abandoned, deprived, distraught, etc.? Which I think one of the main ones is definitely feeling abandoned, okay? Let yourself experience the emotional hurt and the pain of the loss. The best way to get rid of a painful feeling is to let yourself feel it. This can be very frightening, but the pain reduces in time. And then we have identify the positive and negative characteristics of the person or thing which was lost. So make a list of the positive characteristics of the person or thing that was lost. Make a list of the negative characteristics. I apologize. I don't know if I said on the first one, make a list of the positive characteristics, okay, for the first part. The second one is make a list of the negative characteristics. The third step is describe in detail why each of the positive characteristics were important to you. Begin releasing yourself to the reality that they will not be coming back. Acknowledge the fact that the valued person or thing is gone. Accept that they are gone. Acceptance does not mean that we like the fact they are gone. It does mean we are acknowledging and dealing with this fact. Because a lot of the times in grief, there is denial, right? Which I think is like one of the, it's like one of the first thing in the in the stages of grief. Denial is the first one. And then we have, if there is any unfinished business with this person or thing, we need to resolve it at this point. Okay. And then we have adjust to living in the world without this person or thing. We remember and retain those valued aspects of the cherished person or thing while letting go of the intense pain that they are gone. Reinvest in living and develop healthy connections with others. And then moving forward does not mean we forget the person. We never feel the pain of the loss ever again. We believe that life is fair. But what it does mean is the pain of loss is reduced over time. We treasure our best memories of the person. We realistically accept the different aspects of our loss. In time, we can form new relationships and try new things. We accept the reality of our loss and forgive other people. And we understand that both joy and loss are parts of life. And you'll know that you're learning through your grief when you experience a different perspective on life and it changes, right? And you're more mature in how you see it and how you view it. New priorities are formed. And you reestablish healthy convictions and beliefs. Okay. So I hope I went slow enough on that. If you guys do have any questions, you guys can email me. Okay. I am more than happy to send you guys these papers through email. I want to see though. Oh, you know what? It actually might be in this. Oops. It actually might be in this notebook. Because I think what happened is they got wet. I think is it this one? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. I have so many. I have so many papers. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm only going to read this little part right here, okay? So it says, why is forgiveness needed? Okay, it says hurtful event / action / emotional pain. We end up holding on to the emotional pain to protect ourselves, okay? We hold on to the memory for survival, and the emotion we tend to hold on very, very tightly to it, okay? Forgiving does not magically take away all memories or hurt feelings that were caused. You will still be able to feel some hurt from the injury. However, this can be dealt with when we forgive. In time, the painful feelings are reduced and dealt with. When you forgive, you are not responsible for the other person's response. They might never be sorry. However, you can still resolve this issue within yourself. Healing is possible, regardless of the other person's choice. Holding a grudge hurts only you. Forgiving is an investment in your own healing. Do you want to stay angry and stuck, or have a peace of mind? Is a grudge really worth all of the torment to yourself? And what does a grudge prove? Are grudges part of the way you define yourself? Are they a key part of your identity? Who or what would you be without your grudges? Does holding a grudge help you become the person that you really want to be? And remember, by holding a grudge, you are making a choice which poisons your own mental health. Is this what you really want? Or are you willing to exercise forgiveness in order to heal? Okay. A lot of the times too, when we hold on to grudges, we seek revenge, okay? You want the other person to hurt the way they hurt us. And it may feel good, you know, it may feel good for a moment. Just gonna leave that there. But in the end, it still doesn't resolve anything, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. This is going to be a long reading. Okay, we have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay, so I feel like right now, you know, what are you being called to do? Okay, what are you being called to do? Now remember, this is going to take some practice if this is something you're not used to. But what are you being called to do? What does your spirit want you to do? Feel like, you know, again, I do feel like a lot of you guys, it's really time to let go of these grudges, okay? These responsibilities that you have made yours. Divine talents. Okay, there's a lot of things that you guys have to offer to this world. But again, you know, when we have blockages within ourselves, it's a little hard to tap into those, okay? We have take your life and enjoy it. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love. Just to be. To take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. Exactly. Do something for yourself, okay? Quit feeling like you have to do everything for everybody. That is not your responsibility. Other people are not your responsibility. Of course, if you have children, you know, obviously, yes. But even with that, you have to take time for yourself, or else you are giving your children energy, love from an empty cup. And that is what you are showing them, okay? You are showing them that in order to be loved, in order to be taken care of, you have to empty yourself. And real love is accepting other people the way they are without trying to change them. If we try to change them, this means that we don't really like them. It is easier to find someone who is already the way you want him or her to be, instead of trying to change that person. Exactly. You can't change anybody but yourself. Okay. You either accept them for who they are, or you choose to walk away. You choose to move forward. Okay. It's crazy because there's some cards in here I've never seen. And then we have love and respect yourself. You are never responsible for the actions of others, but you are responsible for you. If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it is a gift if they walk away from you. You may hurt for a while, but your heart will heal eventually. I love that. Look at that. There's definitely a lot of heart healing here, okay? Because that is where we hold resentment and unforgiveness, is within the heart. That's why so many people are so closed off. So many people feel like they have to protect themselves. And let's get a message from our inner child. Give me a message from our inner child to end this reading. We have the stillness, quiet peace, and confrontation. To stay busy is to stay distracted. Oh my goodness. Something that can help us survive our pains and trouble, but does nothing to heal them. Though it may be daunting, take the time to be still. Let the silence envelop you and learn to just be. And that is so beautiful, because what was the first card that came out was evacuation. We try to evade the way that we are feeling because we don't want to feel it. But feeling is going to be the only way to heal it. You have to allow yourself to feel. And it is going to be painful, okay? But if you truly want to experience something different in your life, you have to allow yourself to be with yourself, okay? Like that card said, whether it's to cry, whether it's to scream, You know, maybe you need to write down how you're feeling. Do it. Don't hold yourself back. Because what you are doing to yourself is putting yourself in this same cycle over and over and over again. So this is all that I have for you guys. I hope you guys benefit from this reading. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, and I hope you guys have done something to make your heart so happy, and thank you for being here with me.